Welcome back, YouTube, for another market analysis for the London session and potentially into the US session. We're going to be going over S&P 500 and also gold today. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Take a look at S&P 500 first and see what we got for the levels we're looking at tonight. Now, we did look at a continued upside move. Again, we were above some pretty strong levels and that support was coming in. You could see same levels. If we look at the London session of yesterday, same kind of similar levels that we're looking at. The market then started to consolidate in the beginning of the US session, and then we had a nice continued move back to the upside from there. So we got a good opportunity to get some bounces to continue that upside movement. Now for tonight, the London session tonight and potentially into the US session, what are we looking for? Well, we're looking to continue this move. We could see some resistance sitting here at 36.7725. That is going to be our first target area. Maybe even a little bit closer. You can see we're probably going to target this area. Now, because we're still strongly bullish, we could see a continued move up to the upside of 92 and maybe even potentially to our year-end target 3700. But we're going to see if we can first break this level 36.7725. That is our first target there. If we get to that level and we fail to get through it, again, we can look for that market to test it and then maybe double top, come right back down to the middle or right back to support there. Now, if we do get the market to hold this support, continue to look for that bullish move to the upside. Even if you come down into these 56s, it could still be an opportunity for the market to hold that support. Really, I'd like to get bearish if the market can break underneath this level of 38.50 and then hold that as resistance. Then I'll consider the bear side from there. But up until then, more than likely just going to try to buy off these supports. And if we don't see that support happening, we'll wait for the market to come down to our next support, or we'll look to try to do smaller micro shorts down into the actual support. Let's take a look at a 5-tick here real quickly on S&P to give you guys an overview of what we're looking at on this smaller picture. So it's coming back over here. You guys can see a nice couple touches here for support. We had an opportunity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types, 6 different times to get this move to the upside, and it does still look like we're going to be continuing to try to get into that level of 77 and see if we can actually break that. Again, 2 areas to trade. You can try to short this if we can't go through it, or you can try to go long at the supports if we can't go through those supports as well. Let's take a look at gold. Show you guys what we're looking at on gold as well. Gold is similar to S&P as we are climbing higher. We have a target level right now. 1842.5 is our measured move that we're looking for the market to come into. All right, once we get to this level, we are going to look for the market to fail. Now, if it fails and then starts to hold this very minor level, there's a very minor level right here that you could potentially look for. 42.5 would be the area of resistance, but the 37.3 would be the level of support, minor support, that you could try to look for a continued move. If we are going to continue, we will continue into 1848.5. It's our next measured move. From there, we will see higher resistances, but we first got to break those 2 levels. If we don't break through these 42.5s, look for the market to try to retest its support right underneath 29.8. Maybe we can get a nice head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, or double bottom or 2 try failure there and try to continue to move up. If not, once we get below this area and we get that resistance, look for the market to head back down to our next levels of support right in these 19.2s and then 1810.4s. That is our areas of interest that we're looking for on gold. Let's take a look at a 5-tick here real quickly on gold as well. Again, we see this closer view, nice area of support that we had. Good little double bottom here that we had to move the market up, and you can see this nice climb happening, trying to get into our measured move there, 42.5. So again, we're going to see if we get the failure here. If we do, we can try to look for that short to come back down. If not, then we're going to look for that upside of 48.5 and then maybe about 1853.1. So that's going to be our levels for S&P 500 and also gold. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you guys did, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you guys are, I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys have a great night. Take care.